So I haven't done a San Diego housing market update in about a month and a half, so I thought this would be a good time to do it as we are in the midst of the spring selling season here in San Diego. So the big question on everyone's mind, is it a good time to buy in San Diego? Or the bigger question is it a good time to sell here in San Diego? So I'm going to break it down for you in this video. So these are the questions on many people's minds here. I also think there are a lot of people out there that have no intention of doing either one, which is totally understandable, as this has been one of the more confusing housing markets I've ever experienced in my real estate career. And once again, my name is Bern McGovern. I'm a local realtor here in San Diego. And if this is your first time to my channel, I would greatly appreciate you subscribing to my channel to learn everything there is to know about living in San Diego. So I got into real estate back in 2012 when I bought my first condo in Los Angeles for $405,000. Our interest rate was about 4.25%. I later sold that condo and moved to San Diego with a few small bids for $655,000. We used that money we made on our condo to buy our first home that we are in today for $835,000. At that time, we really felt like we were stretching to even buy that house like many home buyers do. Our interest rate was at 3.25% and our mortgage payment was just over $2,900. After taxes and insurance, we have a monthly payment of just over $4,000. Hindsight being 2020, knowing what we know now, we were really silly to be worried. My wife and I both have work and have decent jobs, and our home value has nearly doubled since we bought it. Fast forward to 2023, my wife and I have considered upgrading our home once again. I actually love our house, but our yard has always been on slightly on the smaller side, like many San Diego homes. And we like to entertain, have room for our kids to run around, all that good stuff. So we ran the numbers. Say we sold our home for, say, $1.8 million. And I know what you're thinking, poor us, $1.8 million. But this is what a lot of home sellers are thinking right now. If we sold our current home, we would put about $1 million down. If we wanted an upgrade to our current home, we'd probably have to spend somewhere north of $2 million. Couple that with a 6% interest rate, our payment would jump from about $4,000 a month up to $9,000 a month for a home that is $200K more than what we have right now, essentially for just like a larger yard. So this is the dilemma many home sellers are having right now. The move-up buyer, as they call it, aren't moving up. They are staying in place and deciding to upgrade their current home rather than buying a bigger or better home. This may be the single biggest reason inventory isn't going up here in Southern California, and more specifically in San Diego. Now let's jump into some data, because I know you guys love data, and also just what I'm seeing out in the field here in San Diego. San Diego's winter housing market was pretty much in hibernation from October to like January of this past year. The median home price in San Diego County floated right around $750,000, down from a $100,000 peak of June of 2022. Over the past 2 months, the median home price woke out of its slumber and has now risen to $791,000 as of April, and I expect to hit about $800,000 come May once the numbers are in. And although the higher interest rates have sent many home buyers to the sidelines, they have sent even more sellers to hold back from selling their homes. Back in April of 2021, we had 3,559 homes on the market in San Diego County, which was the middle of one of the hottest real estate markets these eyes have ever seen. Today, we sit at 2,839 homes on the market. That's 20% less than a year ago this time, which was incredibly busy. Once rates began to creep up, my first thought was, will we finally see a more balanced housing market here in San Diego? But now we seem to be right back where we started from a year ago over the last 2 years. But now the Fed is starting to hint at stopping the rate hikes. So if this is truly the end of the rate hikes, does that mean they will lower interest rates? Possibly. But won't that mean it will bring even more buyers to the market? Probably. The bigger question might be, will it bring more sellers to the market? We better hope so, or we'll have even less inventory than we have now. My guess is you probably would need to get rates down to the high 4s or maybe low 5s to convince some sellers to give up their historically low interest rate. Here's an article I found recently from Forbes.com. The Fed raised interest rates at its May meeting at another 1/4 percentage point, marking the 10th interest rate hike in just over a year. The central bank's benchmark interest rates rest between 5 and 5.25%, the highest it's been in 16 years. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell hinted that a pause in rate hikes is possible following the most recent increase, but stopped short of making any promises. A decision on pause was not made, Powell said. Complicating the Fed's decision on future rate hikes is a reality that the inflation has remained stubbornly high and the economy is still adding jobs. Not to mention that the banking turmoil that continues to unfold. The Fed typically uses interest rates like a gas pedal and a brake pedal, Forbes explained. Lowering rates stimulates the economy, raising rates slows the economy down. The agency doesn't actually set the funds rate, banks do that, but in most cases, banks do follow suit. The Federal Reserve is next set to meet on June 13th and 14th. While a pause is possible, the Fed has committed to leaving its options open. So for all you homeowners out there, what would it take for you to sell in this market? What would the interest rates need to get back down for you to sell and buy a new home? I think we'll see plenty of downsizing and relocation sellers, but I still think it will be tough out there for a lot of those move-up buyers to give up what they already have, which is a great, beautiful home with a great interest rate. So that was my May housing market update. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. And if this is, like I said, your first time to our channel, please subscribe to our channel as we post new videos every week about San Diego. And if you're ever looking to buy or sell in San Diego, love to help you out. Thanks for watching and catch us next time. Bye.